We're going to start with 2 white t-shirts that I got at the dollar store for $1, 2 tie-dye kits that I got at Target on sale, rubber bands, and make sure you don't use a thin one so they don't snap and break, water, and 2 plastic bags. We're going to open up the tie-dye kit and we're going to fill the water to the fill line that's on the bottle. We're going to take the first shirt and pull it up through the middle, and we're going to twist it in a circle. As soon as we have all pieces tucked in, we're going to take a rubber band and start rubber banding it like a pinwheel. Make sure all rubber bands meet up in the middle. The gloves come with the dyeing kit, so we're going to put the gloves on to make sure that we do not stain our hands. As soon as we start picking up the dye, we're going to dye each segment of the shirt that's in the pinwheel. Make sure you use a different color for each segment. And you're going to see how some of the colors are going to bleed together, and that's okay. That's what tie-dye is about. When we think of tie-dye, we think of beach festivals, music festivals, and hippies in California. And honestly, that's where it originated in the 60s. As you're dyeing each segment of shirt, try to make sure you're a contrasting color to the other. When you're done, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to use the same colors that you used on the front. Now remember, they're going to bleed and they're not going to be perfect, but that's what tie-dye is about. Now that we're done dyeing the first shirt, we're going to take one of those bags from the beginning of the show that we had set to the side. We're going to place the shirt inside the Ziploc bag. We're going to make sure that it's completely enclosed and then zip it up. Once we're done, we're going to leave it overnight. We're now going to take the second shirt and we're going to do it in an accordion file style. As we bunch the shirt, it doesn't need to be perfect. We're going to start rubber banding the shirt all the way down the length of the shirt. That way it's going to make horizontal stripes. We're going to be rubber banding all the way down the shirt in segments. This way, when you tie-dye the shirt, you're going to have horizontal stripes. Now, as you go the length of the shirt, it doesn't have to be perfectly segmented. As you see here, each segment on my shirt is actually not the exact same size. What makes for more of an interesting shirt. And each segment is going to be a different color when we tie-dye it. After I'm done segmenting the shirt with the rubber bands, I'm only going to tie-dye one color until the end. I don't want to bore you with the entire dyeing of the shirt. Now I'm going to dye the last part of the shirt that I told you I was going to dye. And as you can see, I put so many different colors when it came to the shirt that's going to give us a really interesting horizontal striped pattern. You don't have to be liberal with the dye. The shirt is going to soak it up. Now that the shirt has been sitting overnight, you're going to carefully take the rubber bands off and you're going to rinse it under the water until the water runs clean. Make sure the water's cold water. It helps better with the shirt if you use cold water and sets the color faster. Using hot water will make it bleed. Now we're on to the second shirt, and you're going to repeat the same process as the first shirt with cold water. Once you're done rinsing it, you're going to throw it in the wash. I like to use Tide. And here are our tie-dye shirts all finished. Don't they look great? I decided to line dry them instead of drying them in the dryer because I like the scenery in the background and it kind of looks like we're at a music festival where you would see people wearing them. They look like stained glass art. They're so pretty. Go ahead and post a couple pictures of your tie-dye when you're done. I would love to see it. And remember, there's always mermaid kisses and starfish dreams.